Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more about my background. And how I ended up here. How pretty much I moved from Connecticut to the Dominican Republic. I moved to the United States when I was 10. I started off in New York. I stayed in New York for like, I want to say 4 months. From there, I ended up moving to Waterbury. My mother and my dad didn't really work out so well, so she just wanted to start over. She rented an apartment for us, worked all day, all night. I ended up moving to Woolkit when I was 13, I believe. I started off in 8th grade and I made a lot of friends there. I met great people. These people took me in and taught me English. They helped me. So I learned English fairly quickly. My friends, I love you guys. They taught me a lot. When I was 22, I met the father of my child. I have a 2-year-old son. I thought I was going to be fine, and of course I was not fine. So I doubted myself throughout my pregnancy a lot. I was able to get everything he needed, of course. I worked as much as I could. The father of my child struggled a little bit, so you know, I don't hate him for it. I made the decision to move here after my son was 1 year old. Just write down and plot things like, what am I gonna do? How am I going to move forward? How am I going to, you know, have a good life for my son? Like, forget about me, fuck me, my kid. Like, I can't have my kid without his own bedroom. And you know, okay, it's okay to go to school for a couple hours or daycare, but not all day. It was killing me. I only have with him literally a couple hours. I was a dental assistant, dreamed of being a dentist, and I felt like I was nowhere near fulfilling my career, my son's dreams. Yeah, Luca was playing a bit too hard. I came here for vacation. It's like, fuck everything, fuck everybody. I am leaving. Been here in like 4 years since I had the baby. My dad is the mayor here, so I knew I was in good hands. Say hi. Hi. Took me a year after that, almost a year, because I ended up coming February and I ended up moving here that October of last year, 2025. So I packed 9 boxes in total. So with those 9 boxes, I packed everything. I was paying $800 a month for a car that I had for over a year. And when I was looking at how much I had paid almost nothing because it was all going towards interest. I was really stressed. I had the baby. I didn't know what to do. So I sold the car. And then I got a loan, like a bank loan, to pay the extra, what, fucking $6,000 that I owed? So then I owed that with all the interest. So I was just like, oh my God, okay, so I'm just gonna work and I'm just gonna pay that off. I had a lot of credit cards. So whenever I lacked something, I would just use a credit card. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Swipe, swipe, swipe. And what? That gets you in debt. You're in a hole. What the fuck do you do when you're a single mom? I'm here for 10 days. I went back home and I was like, all I'm gonna work and all I'm going to do is pay off my debt so I can move. So that's exactly what I did. I paid off everything, but like 3 credit cards. But I didn't owe that much. I don't owe that much. What I owed like in total, I think it was like $27,000 from my personal loan to credit card. And you know, if my child lacked something, I would just have the credit card. All I had was my mom and my stepdad and my dad, and I wasn't gonna ask my parents for help either. I got myself into this hole. I have to get myself out of it for October. It took 8 months working 40 hours a week to pay off that debt. So it's either I leave now or I'm stuck, you know, kind of thing. 2 days, no, a day, a couple hours before taking my flight, I had $0 in my bank account. I had my flight, the baby, but I had no money. So So I was just like, what the fuck do I do? Do I leave this car with my mom and whenever she gets an opportunity sell it, or what? So my best friend, I love you, Lexi. Lexi is the love of my life. You guys will meet her. Lexi helped me. Cannot be grateful enough for all the things that woman has done for me. She was like, hey, put it on Facebook Market. So I did. When I did, 2 weeks had gone by before my flight, and everybody was offering me like $2,000, $3,000, but I knew the car was worth like $5,000. The car had gray mileage and it was a really good car. It was in great condition. I found a buyer from New York, and this buyer gave me the $5,000. I like told them like, hey, it has a little noise on the bottom, but I don't know what it is. I'm leaving the country, and I was honest with him. I just, you know, and somebody else, honestly, now that I look back at it, somebody else would have been like, you get 3 or nothing. And they would have known that I would have had to take it, you know, kind of thing. But this guy, it's like God sent him to me. This guy was so humble, and he gave me the 5. So pretty much if I didn't sell this car for at least 5, all of my plans would have been ruined. I am a very impulsive person. I'm working on it. I can be very impulsive. So I'll dream about something and be like, hey, I want this, this, and that to happen. But life sometimes doesn't work that way, and I am aware of it. But I do believe that if you manifest it, sometimes, most of the time, it will happen. Just like the way I sold the car, you know, that was pure luck. Everything went according to plan. My mom came with me to help me move. She came for like a week or 2. And I ended up settling, and my mom here built a home like 6 years ago. So she pretty much one day told me like, hey, this home that I'm building, just so you know, the downstairs is on your name. And I was just like, what? She was like, yes, I'm going to rent it, have my grandma take the money because she doesn't have a lot of income. So she was like, I'm gonna have my grandma take the money in case she needs medicine or anything. And, you know, if you ever want to take over, just, you know, let us know. So, okay, you know, I don't have a problem with that. I have a job. She needs it more than me, no problem. I found myself in America. I became emo. I listened to heavy metal all day, every day. I listen to harsh heavy metal. Nobody knows around here what I listen to because it's considered satanic, you know. This is a really religious island, you could say. And I go to church with my grandma sometimes. I don't mind working on waking up early and, you know, establishing a routine for Luca and myself because I'm not working, of course. I don't have a job here yet. Come here with the dreams of going to school and being a dentist because it's only a 4-year program. In America, you need a bachelor's. It's like 8 to 9 years, probably even longer if you take part-time classes. I was like, I don't have a bachelor's, shit. Am I gonna start from the bottom and make all my way up and struggle, not see my son every day? Or am I gonna move here and figure something out where I won't miss his childhood? School is in the city. The city's like, I think, an hour and a half away from here, because I'm like in the mountains, I guess you could say. I do consider myself lucky to have made it here and have established a good relationship with people, family, and my surroundings. Going back home whenever I can, really, to bring him Luca and to see my family, my mom and my other dad. Such a happy, cheerful person, but it's because, honestly, truly, it's because I wouldn't want anybody else to feel the way I felt. You will progress, you will shine. It's just all about timing. Don't rush towards things. Don't fit you. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will keep making videos of my lifestyle and how I'm doing here. I've been here for 3 months now, so I figured it was about time I made a channel. But it's kind of funny, you know, that I got named Evil and turned out to be this. But I'm a metalhead, so it kind of like goes together, if that makes sense. Thank you guys for watching. Keep in tune. I'm gonna post weekly about my life, so see you guys next time.